welcome back to the second half of Mostly Laughter, Some Slaughter. Ni, San, Shi, Go!
Roku!
Yeah,
So-
him too.
I'm not wearing a Muppet. I have my Doctor Who blanket on, so just let everybody know. Not a Muppet blanket.
Not a Muppet.
You're not a Muppet, okay.
I'm not a Muppet. Wow.
I am not a Muppet. I am a free man.
Dobby is a
Wanna-
free Muppet.
If you want us to play Muppets, please let us know.
We're hoping to play Muppets soon, hint, hint.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Uh-oh.
That's the final reveal of Nissan Shigo. You're all secretly Muppets.
That actually explains a lot.
So when last we left our heroes, I had just been given a point of oomph. We had a Krabby Pete cookie commercial, and they were all trying to figure out what to do with this ship full of drugs.
Mm-hmm. And now
Is it-
poisonous cookies.
And now poisonous cookies. And it is at that moment that your friend Uri appears in the medical bay. In her holographic form. Hello, ninjas. You have a priority communication.
Oh,
no.
A Sheriff Strong Son.
Oh, God. I guess somebody should talk to him.
Unfortunately, that is my job.
Okay, you can talk to him. Don't tell him about the space spinach.
Truthful to our friends. We gotta be truthful to our friends.
Tell him about the space.
Your code.
Guys, can you get off my shoulders? It's really painful.
We don't know
Oh,
what to
sorry.
do.
I definitely do see a span out, or like they're all three standing on these shoulders, acting as the angel and the devil. Go is sitting on his head, trying to be logical.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. As I straighten up, I will take it on stage. I will take it in the main room.
Excellent. You are in the main room.
And definitely don't tell him about the equipment for turning the look at all those robots. The plants into evil drugs!
He got so distracted.
By the way, that actually appears in the screen before we see the ready room for the guys communicating. It's just one of those weird screensaver things that may or may not have foreshadowing potential.
Hello, strange room full of mannequins. We'll see you later.
Just thousands of them in a bay somewhere. Waiting to be unleashed.
Okay, well,
Standing and
We're
staring.
waiting for the spring catalog. Go right.
Full of mannequins. Writing that down.
hello there. Okay,
So you take the call from Sheriff Strongson.
hello there, Sheriff Strongson. What brings you to our neck of the woods in our ship?
Just to show the players. The last thing you hear is Go saying, "You definitely shouldn't tell him about the equipment to turn it into illegal drugs."
Eardrop on back of head. You have to.
You hear that before you take the call. Hello, Sheriff Strongson. Me, I'm afraid we have a rumor that you're carrying equipment to turn span into illegal drugs.
That's an interesting way to start a sentence.
That is neither a denial or an acceptance of that truth.
Me, apologize for disturbing you. I've had to catch up to your ship. It was difficult. I had to take the space train part of the way. We got attacked by bandits along the way. It was really strange.
I understand. And yes, they were very dangerous.
But soon after you left, one of your friends came along and let me know that those ninja fellas we met on Waukee were trying to set you up.
God.
We have an associate with ours that needs to be scared straight He's picked up some bad habits from his former lifestyle. I could sure use your help.
Well, me in 2020. Actually, if we're going to scare him straight, we should get Judy in on this. She's scary when she wants to be.
We would appreciate this. And we will comply completely and fully with the orders of the law. After all, we're only on the run because of an evil overlord, not because we're actually criminals.
That's true enough. And that's definitely no never mind of mine. I'm definitely not going to be taking orders from any evil overlord anytime soon.
Thank you. We will have you on board once we find Roku. He
Excellent.
needs guidance.
Well, I'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
He's also a master of disappearing, so be aware. He might disappear onto your ship.
You see a random cowboy pop out of nowhere. Okay,
With a green
guys.
hat.
Okay. Anyways, I basically start the internal comms here.
At this point,
Everybody, we're about to have border. Sheriff Stonson assumes that we're basically carrying potentially illegal substances here.
No.
And he's going to be, Roku, it's for your own good, if you're still here.
it's about this time that Rick pops up on the command center. What's this about? A sheriff coming on, eh?
He's a friend of ours. He was at the Waukee races.
Oh yeah. Sheriff guy. Yeah, I remember him. The horse with the big gun. I remember. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. He's going to help us provide an intervention for our poor friend Roku, who seems to be having ethical issues.
What kind of ethical issues?
I am shamed. I must carry the angst of my fellow crew members.
Yes, you must.
Okay. It's better to show you here. Because I still think deep down Roku is a good kid. But
Oh,
he's
for sure.
going through a difficult situation right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, he's definitely Roku. Definitely a good kid. I could tell.
Okay, Rick. Okay, come with us, please.
Okay.
Everybody, we're going to have to go into here. I go back to the cargo bay.
Okay, you go back to cargo bay.
And
it's-
assume the rest of the crowd. Or are we in the medical bay? Sorry, wherever our crew is.
Well, you were in the control center.
yes.
Rick met you there.
Yes.
You're going to the cargo bay. Okay, so you and Rick are going to the cargo bay together. Let's do that.
Yes.
Yes, actually, let's do this. So you and Rick go to the cargo bay. Okay.
Okay.
I swear I'm not making this up as I go.
No. We have a fully fleshed out plan.
Never.
That we only moderately, everything we do is according to your plan.
Exactly.
Wink.
Wink.
So you walk with Rick into the cargo bay.
Mm-hmm. Is Rick the wrong hand? I'm just saying. Or is it animation issue?
Ooh.
You do notice his hat is green today.
We can't see it because of the green screen. No.
Rick,
Okay,
are
so we will
you
come
okay?
We will come back to you.
Okay.
Okay. Medical bay. Everybody else is still in the medical bay at this point. Nobody's left the medical bay, I'm going to say. The door to the medical bay opens, and Rick comes in. Hey, how's everybody doing, eh?
Good.
What's this
Maybe.
announcement about
All right.
about the sheriff coming on board?
The sheriff.
Yeah, Nee just said announcement about the sheriff or something coming on board.
Okay.
No big
I'm-
deal. So, Rick, you don't mind if I tug on your pelt real quick? It's no worry. And I'm gonna try and see if he's actually wearing a disguise.
Excellent. The plan is working. Leo,
Yes.
stand by. Jay,
Yes.
high or low?
Low. Because that's the way my life has been going.
Roll me a D100. It's 50.
Is that even or is that low? High? Is that in the middle? We don't know.
Technically speaking, 51 is high, so it would be low.
Okay, so below. Okay, so just the absolute max that could be considered low.
God damn it, Leo! Right on the line. You had to question all reality. You.
Go.
Percentage dice love me. What can I say?
Pull on his pelt and top of the morning do you go?
Well,
It's definitely.
at least you saved me the effort of finding you.
Oh, don't be like that.
What? I haven't spaced you yet. Yet.
Oh, not.
Hang on.
This is not as fun as it sounds.
Yeah, no.
I should know. I've been spaced a few times myself.
Before we space you,
Hell yeah.
or actually, one of the ideas that came out was to sun you. Before we do that, I think what we're going to talk about is having and it will come across the screen as I put my fingers up, an intervention.
I second that. I think that you need to pay for your crimes. And I think you need to go to jail. And it's going to be very hard on Mother Son and my poor health.
Oh no, son. Oh.
And that's when you see her reach out and go, Oscar, please.
Like turning into Helen Mirren as you're talking, because that'd be amazing.
Yeah. This is the point where the voice actress watched like binge watched a bunch of Helen Mirren movies and is like, I could do that.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'll YouTube and see if I can.
Just pretend to be very British and authoritarian and female.
And a damn good actor. And a damn good long-term actress, yes.
Yeah, her probably most notable one of recent past is, of course, Red, where she was a dainty, beautiful woman in her elder years operating a machine gun.
That's awesome. Anyway, but Roku says, "Oh, what, son? Is what? What is an intervention?"
Well, an intervention is where we have to talk about. I don't know, actually. I know what the word is, but I'm not sure how we go about it. I'm sure the sheriff will be able to help us.
Wait, when I was first going evil, we had one of those. It didn't work, but this one, maybe it will.
I look at you. Wait, what do you mean it didn't work? You spelled the word and everything.
First, we need a big banner that says intervention.
Oh, okay. I like banners. That doesn't sound too bad. I mean, pirates definitely don't have this intervention thing, whatever that is.
That's right. That's right. When Go first joined the team, I know. Hang on. Give me half a second. And you hear like the dot matrix printer in the background.
Okay.
Damn it, a sheet came off. Here it is. It says intervention. It's like 49 feet long.
All stuck together. Okay.
Yeah. That one's really big. I think it might work.
With like
the bigger
5
the sign, the better the intervention.
Like every 3 or 4 you tear off the thing that's like every 3 or 4 of them, it's ripped in the middle because as you were tearing it off, it came off.
I miss that era so much.
I do not dot matrix printers.
I want my dot matrix laser jet. That'd be amazing.
The banners for family members that said happy birthday or whatever.
Where's my continuous paper scroll? God damn it. It's there. Anyways, we'll keep on going.
So we're like intervention. We're gonna go from that to knee.
Mm-hmm.
Knee and Rick.
Yes.
We're down in the cargo bay.
Why is the cargo bay in quotation?
Cargo bay.
I am sensing problems, but I will choose to have my better side, Rick.
Oh,
What's the problem? I'm trying to do Rick's accent. What's the problem, eh?
Are you feeling okay? You seem different somewhat.
Oh yeah, it's a new voice actor. I'm fine.
I think it should be
Damn
okay.
it! Do that again.
Things they forget to cut from the anime.
Oh, absolutely.
Goddamn
Well,
conversions.
I will have faith in your abilities here just because I'm that sort of person here. But we need to pick up Sheriff Strongson so we can gather up this stuff in order to get things going.
All right, so what stuff are we gathering up? What's going on?
Well, first we need to gather. Oh, you might want to brace yourselves.
Okay.
Roku's been naughty.
So what am I bracing myself for?
Well, last time we had a cat in here, so it's up to anybody's guess at this point.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. There's spoon and
And I'll toss Rick in here.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait,
Mm-hmm.
that was the sheriff's on about.
Yes. Unfortunately, Roku made some deals with, what was it? Kessel the Sneaky?
Oh,
Yeah,
Kessel the
this
Sneaky.
is,
dumb kid. Well, they're both dumb kids, really.
yeah. And this,
Kessel, great guy, funny stories, dumb as a rock.
yeah, and I'm hoping that he will stay 2 steps behind us because we all know what he did with that one slug guy.
I remember.
Yeah. It's probably better not to think too much about that.
So much salt.
Yeah.
So is this
Okay.
the problem? He says,
Yeah,
pointing at the scan.
Yeah,
It's not the cookies, is it?
I would say stay away from the cookies. They were left by Ichi. They're filled with fugu. Oh wait, you don't know what that word is.
And not the
bad.
tasty fish part of the fugu.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in our culture, there is the most dangerous of fish. It is known as the fugu. And instead of a cute little puffer fish, oh no, it's like a giant monster fish. That's
Yeah,
washing the ocean.
exactly. And not actual size.
Yeah, it's basically our version of Moby Dick for purposes of the narrative.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, that sounds awful.
Yes.
All right.
What happens when Moby Dick pops up?
He'll be a space whale. Duh.
Ooh, space whales. Write that down.
Okay.
So the sneaky is space whale. Anyway.
Okay. By the way, guys, we're gonna need Roku down here. We are starting an intervention.
We're starting an intervention.
I didn't think this was a contest.
I realize that we are having an intervention for our friend Roku, but I really think that we should have the ability to make sure that he is punished for his crimes. And this may be a chance for us as a group that we must track him as a peer. I know it'll be hard, but I think it's time for Ninja. Ninja. Dun, dun. Dun, dun.
Ninja court.
Sheriff Strongarm, we humbly request your ability as an arbitrator or judge at this point.
Well, sure.
And I guess your 2 associates can act as respective lawyers in the situation here, in order to, or
So,
He can
roll
be a
me.
little
Who hasn't rolled yet? Who hasn't rolled in a while? Jay.
okay,
What?
sure.
What
Did
am I
you
rolling?
choose? No, San. Leo.
Okay.
Did Leo? No, Leo rolled the red. San chose. Okay. Brad.
Sure.
We don't know who's rolling.
Okay.
No.
Just work your way down the line.
Roll me.
Maybe we should just put pecking order and be done with it. That way we can always just switch at like initiative.
Roll your what?
Roll me a percentile die.
Percentile.
I'm going to say there's a 50-50 chance, and I'm going to say low.
No, it's high.
Okay, never mind.
Very high.
Darn it, we don't have Judy with us. That she would have been perfect.
Oh well.
She's actually a judge, you know.
That would have been strangely opportunist. We'll have to
the cop was like, "What do you mean you don't have duty here?"
Oh no!
Oh no! There's no judge today.
Oh no! I am very close to the X card here, guys.
Shame on you.
Okay.
The judge. Let's
Well,
go.
Deed, of course, we'll do it in the room with all his peers, which of course is the mannequin room.
Finally, a use for the mannequin room.
Okay.
You suggested it. We're totally doing it now.
Oh no!
All right. So we have Sheriff Strongson. We have 2020. They both come on board.
Mm-hmm.
We have Roku. We have Nissan Qian Go. I think Rick is going to be there as well.
We need a character witness.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long does jury selection take amongst the mannequins?
They're coming for our convenience.
It's instantaneous. In fact, it's faster than instantaneous. You're like, we just select a jury and 12 of them step forward. It's like, we've already chosen.
How do you know the witness? Judge, I want him off the jury. He's not saying anything. Sorry. Too many courtroom dramas.
Well, I'd say the best option in this situation here is we got to be careful first. Yuri, are you just animating all of them and just acting as the jury for everybody, or we actually have independent AI here?
Hello, Ni.
Mm-hmm.
These mannequins are actually not real. They are virtual. So technically,
So nothing to see here. Don't worry. They're just they're just
Nothing to see
not real.
here.
so technically, technically they have a limited AI that just allows them to stand there and look creepy. They are very good
Really
at
good job. Okay. So I guess we better organize ourselves, and I guess our best option is 1010's the bailiff to make sure Roku doesn't sneak off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that she and I would bring him in.
Yes, that's her.
Each of us holding an arm, like, go ahead, try something.
Or an arm.
We can do the wishbone treatment.
And a leg.
Yeah, we can do the wishbone treatment. I'm feeling lucky.
Oh.
You can take the top. I'll take the bottom.
Roku says nothing. Roku is very, very quiet as he is escorted into the room.
Unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to act as defense lawyer in this situation here because I'm still the only person who actually has any hopes that Roku will become a better person.
That's over. Okay, so that's over there.
Okay.
Rick is over here. Son, what are you doing? Are you acting as
Well, I leave it to you. I would like to be the prosecutor, or let the sheriff be the judge. Or
Hey.
I'm assuming that we have like space. We can get a hold of Judy over the comms, and let you.
But I don't want to be Judge Judy and executioner.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
There.
folks, slide of the night.
There's good. That's good.
excellent, excellently done? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that this is frontier justice. You've only got the people in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, you can't reach Judy.
Okay.
Sheriff Strongson is definitely willing to act as the judge.
Okay,
Thank you, my friend.
I'll be the prosecutor then.
Okay, sounds good.
I will act as defense attorney and try to do my best to make sure that Roku becomes a better person as a result of his experiences.
And you're over here. You guys are over here watching.
And of course, Joe expected to turn it to a procedural.
Yes, totally anticipated this happening. Knee. Roku is definitely sweating and shaking. Oh, you're not going to let him arrest me, are you? They do awful things to you in prison here. Like,
I have faith that justice will prevail, and we'll take care of you as best we can.
okay.
I still.
There are
have
other
faith-
options. I bet armless Roku wouldn't get into nearly as much trouble.
Now. That's a little excessive for now.
So I
Very
can't run away,
Fearless
right? That's what
Leader.
you're saying. That you're saying I should stay, right? It shouldn't run away.
I think we need to stay in order to get to the bottom of this, because no matter what else happens, we're going to have to neither help against Kessel the Sneaky.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
On the...
Okay.
All right. So here is what we're going to do, because I think it will be the most fun.
Okay.
Opposing skill challenges.
Oh, hell yeah,
We've
dude.
done this a few times. So, Nii is obviously on the prosecutor's side, the defense lawyer side. San, because you're the prosecutor, you are on the prosecutor's side. So,
And I see a lot of helper bonuses coming from the rest of the staff.
so she and Go, which side are you going to support?
Oh,
Totally your choice. Totally up to you.
See, I'm on the fence because I did print up the poster, but I'm also kind of, to see.
I'm imagining that somewhere in the background there's like 18 mannequins all holding up your poster.
Yeah.
And they're also doing kind of like the wave a little bit, just so
It's
slightly.
like, I look at San, I look at Go. It's like, okay, to make this fair, we have to be even across the board. I will go to the defense side. Da da da.
Go.
Yuri, what's with the dramatic music?
Oh, it is my subroutine whenever there is a tense moment.
Oh,
It is a bit of a nervous tick. Sorry.
No worries.
so I
Like-
can't move my token, but you can move me over to the
Yeah, I don't think it's
the
going to
side of the prosecution for now. I mean, I could be convinced otherwise, but right now, no, Roku had his chance to clean himself up, and he failed.
All right. Can you check to see if you can move your token?
Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, and then so nope.
No, I can't, but that's okay.
I will fix that in a second.
Not a big deal. So minor. It's okay. There we are.
All right. Okay. This is fun. And let me give this to him because the results should be interesting. All right.
So to actually resolve this, we're going to use the Sea Dracula, right?
Oh, do you use the what?
Oh, okay. So there's a what's it game? A story game called Sea Dracula that's
Okay.
completely ridiculous. That is it's set in it's a courtroom drama, although to part of doing each part of the case involves everybody dancing dancing on screen. It's
I remember this now. I remember
Oh, no.
this.
I was gonna go look this up, and I was like, no dancing for Jason. Nope, nope, we're not playing that.
Because
but I'll find the link.
I don't want to.
I will trip over something in my living room, and I will die.
Okay.
I'm more concerned about being property damage at this point, to be honest with you.
All right. So yeah, what we will do is we will we will do thing off. Prosecute words. Words are good. Those are words. I use them.
Mhm.
Prosecution, defense. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth. We're going to start with San as a prosecutor, then me the defense, then go, then she.
Wow, you're actually kind of doing it like a real court almost. Hooray.
Yeah. And I might throw in a couple of random rolls just to reflect Rick. I haven't decided yet.
Rick's on the fence, man, because he's going, oh, really? That's what I'd say. Like, he's just sort of chilling with the mannequins, man, in the back.
Yeah. Rick's totally cool. Rick's like, yep. Smoking pipe.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, and I'm going to say let's say first to 4. Relatively quick. A failure is a success for the other team.
Yes.
And let's see how this goes. All right, San.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I'm here to provide you evidence of this person who we thought was a friend among us, who we thought we had brought from the shadow of evil and brought him over and showed him nothing but kindness and friendship, who we thought had taken his life and turned it around. There's no changing a man who couldn't pass the ninja test. There's no changing a man who was a pirate all his life. No, my friend, my dear judge, I'm telling you now that this man, his corruption runs deep into his soul, into his very heart. And I find that his atrocities and his damaging the friendship that he got so easily needs to be punished. And I ask you to show him the error of his ways. So, Charisma with power music, with Master's guys. Charisma.
Sure, that works for me.
Yep.
So, that's 11.
And, target number for this? Yeah, let's say target number again, 10. 10 works for me.
Okay.
All right. 1 for the prosecution. Knee.
In this situation, we see a young man who has fallen to a dark side. But there is still hope. There is always still hope. He got involved with an unsavory character that led him astray. But I still have hope for him, as far as I can tell. It is only through chances and optimism that we show our greater nature throughout the land. And we need his help to save the Empire. Okay, now I think that's leadership, unless you got another problem there.
Leadership works for me.
Okay, I will be I'll just do it straight this first round just to keep things interesting. And no, that's definitely the prosecutor.
Ooh, that is definitely okay. That is a hit to the prosecution. All right, go.
That's
and
just
at this point, like, by the way, feel free to break out like anything you want. This does not have to be strict court drama. It is an 80s cartoon, so feel free to pull out some wacky shit.
No worries. I already have at least one character witness coming in.
Excellent.
That's just the thing. When he was with the pirates, yes, he had fallen with an unsavory crowd. But this latest evil was when he was with us, who are not unsavory. Mwahaha! Oh, no, who are not unsavory because we have the power of friendship. But
Been waiting for that line all episode. Thank you, Brad.
Have you officially chosen "Power of Friendship" as your catchphrase yet? I can't remember.
It is my catchphrase. Oh,
It
for
is your
sure.
catchphrase. Okay, so catchphrase use, just as a quick reminder, does count as using a quality, so it does give you a +2 to your roll.
Okay. And I think I'm not sure what skill this would fall under, but I may have been like.
Brainiac would definitely work.
Okay, well, let's do that.
I'll take Brainiac for sure. Excuse me.
And with an extra +2.
Ooh, with an extra
Right,
+2,
for
it does
the-
not make it.
No, I haven't rolled it.
No, he hasn't rolled.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. I'm looking at Chris's roll. My bad.
That's Chris's roll.
With an extra +2, could you use your catchphrase? Yes. There you go.
I tried to fail though.
It is your turn.
I'll stand up. Pick up. Can we touch the mannequins? Are they
Yes.
touchable?
Sure.
I'm gonna stand
Wherever you want.
up and I'm gonna pick up a mannequin. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury and the court, I present to you my former friend Go. At one time, he was evil, but now he is good because I point over to the sign. Intervention works. And if we can, and I start wrestling the mannequin randomly. If we can wrestle this issue, and I'll grab another mannequin. To its conclusion, it will. And eventually there's enough mannequins all wrestled to the point where they spell intervention. And intervention will work. And
Suddenly
this
you
is how
find
I'm justifying I am using my ninja wrestling.
You know, I've never seen you before legal
I'm sorry, Chris. What are you saying? I literally cannot hear you over how awesome Jason is right now.
Anything I say would be minor in comparison. Well done, Jay.
I'm gonna use ninja wrestling to argue in a courtroom, baby. God damn it!
Is that
I'm
all of your
spending
bonuses?
Can I spend to re-roll that?
You can absolutely spend to
I'm
roll that.
spending to re-roll that bitch.
Yeah, because that was awesome.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, cool.
Oh yeah, quick I should add that to the thing. Quick clarification. The rules we came up with, I believe, was that you can spend before you roll to add +3.
Yeah.
And you can spend afterward to re-roll, but you can't spend
For
like
both.
afterward
To
to add
reroll
+3.
that.
Yeah. Once or
That was
one or
rude.
the other for a roll. Yeah, once per roll. Okay, yes, that's how I'm justifying that. Spelling inspiration with mannequins.
Awesome.
Damn. Okay, nobody expected that. That's why it worked.
Nicely done. Rick. I'm gonna do nothing with. Well, you know what? Oh my God! Yes,
Oh no.
I forgot a couple of things about Rick.
Uh-oh.
Oh
For those of you who are watching at home, Rick is based on Rick Mercer, a Canadian personality. Rick is known for two things: one, having problems with authority; two, being ranty.
Oh no. Suddenly the entire screen goes black and white.
The entire screen goes back in white, and suddenly Rick has a camera in his hand, and he starts pacing back and forth. It's like, you know the problem here. You've got span. Span's legal in some places, but it's not. But it's illegal in other words. So how do you choose? We're in space. Whose laws rule? Is it my laws? I'm from Hokkaido. We don't care. Hell, we grow span. And so he is going to attempt to rant with his problems with authority in defense of Roku. Now, he actually doesn't have any skills, so I'm going to be rolling a straight D12 with him, but he's going to get a +4
I'm okay with that.
because he is hitting both of his special qualities. Oh, falls short.
Oh.
Can somebody expend a oomph point to have him roll again?
No. We're gonna let the GM's characters do what they want. We're gonna spend on ours.
Okay.
Especially for inside jokes, like maybe 10, maybe at like, I'm gonna say at the gracious part of Rick Mercer's career, maybe 200,000 people total on the planet were watching him.
Yeah.
200,000 people on the planet who knew Rick Mercer is. Congratulations.
And by the way, those that are playing at home can cross off their Canadian topical humor off their bingo card.
Yes,
Oh my God! Thank you. We have maintained our Canadian content. Please do not ban us. Please do not remove us under Canadian content laws. Yay!
Please send us that $1.50 for supporting Canadian artists. Thank you.
Advisory:
Okay.
Canadian content.
So that is a fail, which means it's a point to the prosecution, which means the prosecution wins.
Oh, no.
What I'm going to say is that like halfway through Mercer's rant, Strong Arm just like bang, 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 bang. All right, that's enough. That's enough. I get it.
And suddenly the color returns back to his face.
Yeah. Rick sits down defeated. All right. I'm prepared to make my judgment. In the case of Roku versus the people of New Kansas, I find Roku guilty.
No.
Now, is there anything that anybody has to say before sentencing is to be carried out?
I'd like to bring in a character witness to help mitigate its effects.
All right, go ahead.
Nico.
Okay, then.
Nico.
The poison mechanical cat from hell. That's awesome.
Okay.
Nico comes into the room. She seems sort of nonplussed by all the mannequins around her, but is okay.
Okay. Nico, you like Roku, right?
No. Aw.
Okay.
I love you too, kitty.
Nico is a very dangerous being. But he also has shown the opportunity to reform. I pray that whatever sentencing occurs, it will be mitigated somewhat by his option and opportunity to change and become a better person after all, so that he can one day fulfill his final part within the 5-part star. I request leniency as much as possible in this situation here.
Roku is like very visibly tearing up.
And, well, okay. So, it's true that Roku and I have not always gotten along. And, you know, I used to be on the side of evil as well, as she just pointed out.
Sorry.
But I suppose I should say that this prohibition against Span is racist against green people.
Wait, what?
Are you bringing in the dinosaurs as character witnesses?
Sure. Yeah. Yuri, if you could, like, show the history files. I remember this. I was there.
I was part of it.
I was the car.
What actually follows is something that was cut out when it was shipped over, because it was very obviously like, okay, we can cut this out, but like about a 5-6 minute PSA that's like, that is a very thinly veiled discussion of the history of marijuana in North America.
But instead of every time they're talking about marijuana, they're talking about dinosaurs or spinach. This is our. Oh my god!
Instead of talking about Hispanic people, they talk about dinosaurs. Instead of talking about marijuana, they talk about spinach.
It came from the Pleistocene, this rare and exotic plant. But it was not a healthy plant.
And occasionally, you could definitely, for those who are history buffs, they're throwing in a little bit about the Opium Wars too every now and then.
Which, if remember me correctly, was legal under Britite law.
Yep.
And
Okay.
then Sam would step forward, since everyone. Unless someone else wants to step forward.
No, go ahead.
All right, I step forward and look. My friends, yes, as a prosecutor, yes, he deserves justice according to the laws of space. And I get a slide projector, and you see Roku at and it says Ninja Camp on there.
Oh, that's a good time.
I remember Roku. Yes, he was an upstart. But the heart that he had, every time he tried to throw the ninja stars, and he used his smoke bombs, and he was better than me in the ninja master disguise. It just, so many people made fun of him. So many people pushed him away that his heart grew a wall of stone around. And we broke through it. And there was a little piece left we didn't cut away. And that was my fault. So if you're going to punish him, you got to punish me too. Because I failed him. Because I'm his teammate.
Classic Perry Mason music comes on.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. And then yours. Oh, sorry. Tense reaction.
Sorry.
Thank you, Yuri.
All right. All right. Well, y'all have spoken very eloquently. So here is my decision. Since Bayushi-san over there also wishes to be judged with Roku, that's fine. I sentence the both of you to community service. You are going to help me catch the span dealers who are supposed to be receiving this on the other end so we can stop them from making it into spun and selling it to the good people of the Badlands. What?
Good people of the Badlands. I love it.
Good people of the
The
Badlands.
bad lads.
That might be our title, folks.
Because
Jason's making an inside political reference that no one gets. Never mind. Keep on going.
Da-da.
Tom smiles and like, yes. And I have the perfect disguise.
And then we are definitely going to commercial.
Okay.
Right.
I believe it is Sen's turn again.
I
Has
think
anybody not rolled off with me for the D12 or has only done it once?
I've done it
I've
once.
done it
Has
once.
everybody else done it?
Jason, why don't you roll?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Go ahead,
I
Chris.
will roll.
Okay, D12 roll.
I've rolled twice.
Ah,
At least you won
you
it.
win. Roll.
Roll again.
Oh, wow.
Roll again. Roll again.
I'm going to blow a point of oomph just because.
Can you pull a point of oomph on this?
It's a good thing, too.
What did you get?
6.
6. All right, 9. Commercial for heroic action figure with variant accessories. A random PC gets a new trait at rating 4. For the rest of the episode, this rating may be given one special rule.
Ooh.
Roll in a 1d4. 3. She.
Oh.
You get a random 4-point trait for the rest of this episode.
Do we have a way to generate random traits? Because that'd be amazing.
Unfortunately, no. But hang on.
Kung Fu Grip.
I'm
And,
saying, unless you can think of something better, I'd say legal insight.
Character.
Banner making.
Banner.
No.
Intervention wise.
Hang on. Actually, best 80s cartoon character. I'm trying to see if I can find a list. Because we should do this now. This is a good time for this. Can somebody roll me? Oh my God, kid videos on this list. Can somebody roll me like a D50?
Got it.
11.
How can we roll low on a D50? Oh my god.
Oh, 11 is the real Ghostbusters.
Oh.
So choose me a level 4 trait inspired by the real Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Or go with banner making. That works too.
Or go with banner making.
Well, you suddenly find out that one of the less well knowns of She is he has the ability to generate soft drinks, including Actor Kluler.
No.
Okay, that's your character, man. I'm just silly.
Do you have a better idea?
Yes. If I can't spell it though, for whatever reason. That works.
And because we're coming close to the end of this episode, I will say that carries over to the next episode.
I am going to add temporarily a power called Secretarial Magic, because my favorite character always on Ghostbusters was always Janine.
Janine is for sure.
And I think now that I have learned how to not only operate a dot matrix printer, but I can also wrestle words out of mannequins, I am now a secretary magic with 4 arms.
I like it. I like it.
I can take multiple calls. I have 4 lines. 4 lines.
And he's wrestling the paper.
Can take dictation and make you coffee at the same time.
Yeah. It's stupid, but
God.
I love it. Oh,
Make coffee, take dictation, and be sexually harassed at the same time.
No, not allowed.
Because you talk to the hands.
It might be the 1980s, but we have edited to the 2000s.
Yes, agreed.
Well,
Okay.
that's different.
Not everything in the 1980s needs to be like repeated.
Yeah, agreed.
That might be a different episode, the sexual harassment episode.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It is
It's time to get
my
serious, kids.
Please
Locally
don't
here,
touch
my time at 7:50. I could do a little bit more of this, or we can leave it here. What do you guys want to do?
I think it's a good place to.
It's not a bad place to
Yeah.
leave it.
All right.
Good.
So, tune in next episode of Nissan She Go, where we travel to the Badlands and try and track down the nefarious, evil drug dealers who are trying to take drugs and sell it to people who just want to buy drugs.
How evil!
Because it's evil.
There's no gray zone in this. It's all evil.
Okay.
Oh, so that was fun.
We also need our PSA at the end, which obviously is very inspired.
So there's a couple of things we could do with PSAs. Who wants to do a PSA?
Oh, there's so many things. I think it just starts with me holding out my banner. I still don't know what this word actually really means.
Why, I'll help you, She. Intervention is what friends do when friends are acting like jerks in certain situations here. You want to help your friends out of difficult situations so they can be better people.
You mean like taking out the garbage?
That could be a garbage intervention.
Oh no, there's so many double entries.
Yes.
Uh,
Sometimes you go too far on the wrong path, but that doesn't mean you have to keep following that path. You can find a new path with the power of friendship.
Oh, and he has such the anime squiggly lines around him when he says that. Always.
Friendship.
all right, we'll wrap up the
But,
PSA.
but that said, kids, drugs are bad. Unless they're medicine. It's complicated.
Drugs are bad unless you talk to your appropriate doctor and he gives them to you. Then they become good. That's
in
called
some cases,
moral
because-
authority.
because it's complicated.
Yes. So, when your doctor prescribes opioids, it's not bad. It's good. I think.
It's in the acceptable limit.
And the American translation of that becomes really weird when it says, when your doctor prescribes oranges, it's really good. Sometimes it's complicated.
And you do realize you picked the next ingredients for the next cook-off, spinach and oranges. I don't even know how you can combine the two.
You'll find a way.
Well, actually, no. That's actually a really nice spinach sandwich. Salad, by the way.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, especially if you have blood oranges. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yes.
And of course, the sidetrack happens right in the middle of the PSA.
Of course it does. All right. So, thank you, everybody. That was an awesome game. Chris, tell everybody out there in Twitch TV RPGlory land about the stuff you're doing on the internet.
Hi there. I got some new news, but I'll start with the old. I'll do the old news. The new news is going to have to wait a couple of weeks in order to get it verified. But as you guys know, we have played dinosaurs on this channel, or as far as that's concerned, they're basically based on the Thunderstone trilogy. Basically, it's the story of Lost Vale, and I'm not copying and pasting very well. Oh, it's telling me to log in. That's why. Haha! Jerk.
We got to do something with our website.
Yeah, we're working on it. We just suck at it. It's going to take some time, as always.
If someone can help us with a new website, please contact us.
Absolutely, because we have absolutely no skills, at least not presently. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I'm now actually going to post messages. Hooray! You know the deal. I'm going to do what I did last time, which is I like Scottish Minotaurs, and I believe you do too. And that is something we did. Tell me if I'm actually in the right channel. Okay.
No.
No, not at all.
Don't see you coming up.
I don't see it either.
Okay, sorry. Let's try this again. Let's dial.
I can copy and paste it.
Yeah. I'm unable to send a new message at this time. Ha ha! Technology!
Put in a roll-20, Chris.
I will put it all in Roll20 and let somebody else do it because I apparently cannot post today. Ha ha!
Yeah, I don't think you're in
Rev.com.
the Twitch forum.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Go to drev.com. You'll find most of the stuff there.
Yeah, besides, we still have links. We're just kind of working on it there.
We just need to organize it.
Yeah, we got seriously sidetracked. It might take some time, but it's part of entertainment. I'm a co-host on RPG Circus. We record tomorrow, in theory. We should have a new episode later this week. DREV RPG, which is the original 3rd edition version, and I think that's good enough for prime time. If you need my personal information, check the previous logins.
Yeah, I'm the co-writer on both stories, Lost Vales. I did the map. And Stonelands. I did the map. I do most of the art picking and editing on those.
Has the illustrative eye.
You can check out my own Strange Monsters from History. That's on the GM's Guild. Public Domain Monsters, which is always good. Check me occasionally on Qualzo16 for Twitter. Probably not there often enough. And that's about it for now. We will eventually, hopefully, work on .com. DREV 5th edition, almost done all the vehicles. Everything's getting correlated into PDFs as we speak. Chris and Joe kind of have characters. They might have to do small edits. I did some small rule edits here and there. Nothing major, just kind of like streamlining some stuff. So we should be good to go live with that in, I'm hoping, a month or two, max.
That'll be fun.
Yay. Looking forward to that because, you know. Okay, Leo, I believe it's next.
It's a nostalgia
Yes,
thing
indeed.
at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you again. That was great, Joe.
Thank you.
love new subject to go. As always, try not to throw it off the rails as much as possible. Literally.
Good job.
You can find me at Wizard Darna. Twitter is basically where I update on all my stuff for my blogs, for my videos, for YouTube, and other things that I DM. We did Pathfinder again. If you want to see how a gnome gets turned into a ghoul, watch this week's episode.
Oh dear.
Ooh,
Kind
Who
of
doesn't want to see that, really?
interesting, yes.
that is on my bucket list. Well done, Leo.
How to turn a gnome into a ghoul, yes. And may happen in Lords of Chaos. We don't know yet.
I want to be a ghoul.
Yeah, as always, you can catch me here on Sunday with the rest of these guys. And Joe, what do you got on the internet, boss?
All right. Well, I don't do a lot on the internet. I will probably eventually be doing some blogging. I may even one day get a Twitter handle.
No.
All the cool kids are doing it.
No, there.
It's kind of funny that I legitimately may end up getting a tattoo before I get a Twitter handle.
Priorities, haha.
Exactly. Most of the time on the internet, you can see me here. I'm running Nissan Chico. I'm putting together a bunch of one-shots for the year. It's coming together really well. I just spent a bunch of time today putting together documents for City of Mist, which is a superhero, hard-boiled detective mystical adventure that I'm looking forward to running with these folks. I am reading an interesting system called Feng Shui 2, or just Feng Shui, which I'm hoping to run everybody through. That's going to be really interesting because that's like that. It's very weird and it's right up my alley. There is eventually going to be The Complex, which is a existentialist psychological horror about an apartment complex that you can't leave. And yeah. And of course, more Space Ninjas because I love the hell out of this game. I'm finding more and more ways to break the system because, hey, let's make it a legal drama. Okay. Yeah. Brad, tell us what you do on the internet.
Well, you can find me here on Twitch TV. Twitch.tv/RPGlory or Mixer.com also /RPGlory or on archives on YouTube/C/RPGlory. Go figure.
Ouch.
I will be back on Wednesday for we're gonna be starting up a campaign of a thing that I should remember offhand, but I'm blanking on because, god damn it. Anyway,
Blame it on us, man. We play way too much shit. That's our fault.
And we're
Yeah, no kidding.
random. So it's like basically pull a random word out of your ass. There's a good chance you hit gold.
Yeah. Invincible podcasting craziness.
Yes. Goddamn. Anyway, Spook from the Saturday game is going to be running said thing. And god damn it, I will remember it in a second. It'll be too late. On Saturday, I won't be doing a game, but I may be doing some work on the Eschaton. And then we'll be back next week for. Have we decided what we're doing next week? Are we continuing the ninja craziness or?
I don't know if we've decided yet. I'm certainly okay with that.
Yeah.
Another week in Ninja Craziness would be okay.
Yeah. And that'll give me a
Awesome.
couple weeks to get In Search of Dragon Beat ready to go because I'd love to run the D&D game just to see what happens.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have RPG game? Is that what you meant?
A month?
No, I mean, what D&D game were you talking about?
I wrote a module I've been itching to try just for game testing purposes. It's called In Search of Dragon Bait. It involves people playing dinosaurs to go rescue Dragonbait.
Ah, okay. So it's a 5th edition campaign?
It's a 5th edition D&D campaign. That's correct.
Sweet.
Based on a 2nd edition character.
Yeah.
Everybody
Based on a,
should love.
based on a single line Chris found in one of the new production booklets that just twisted him into a theory. So that's kind of good.
I show my fury creatively, and I will leave it at that. Coming soon.
Oh, and I finally did remember what I was blanking. We're going to be starting Changeling the Lost.
The old school one?
The middle school one. It's not the original. It's still like White Wolf World of Darkness, but it's their 2nd edition rather than the ancient original.
That's interesting. That's one I never played.
And when is that again? Wednesdays?
Yes. And there are spots open if you're interested.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
My schedule's just too random for that. Unfortunately, I would not be able to comply because it'd be like every other week or every other time I wouldn't be able to come. I wish I could.
I wish we were all independently Wesley because all we'd have to do is game.
Yes.
Yes.
Or are you starting this Wednesday?
Yeah, we're starting this Wednesday. Should be starting at 11 Pacific rather than the 10 that I have often done. So for you, it's probably noon. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it this Wednesday, but I can make it next Wednesday if you can.
Okay. There had been some talk about making it drop in, drop out friendly, so
All right. Well, yeah. If I can't join again, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, noon. God. I'll let you know. I'll have to check my schedule.
Okay.
Depends how many weeks it is. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they disapprove of me playing role-playing games during at work, unfortunately.
I know, right?
How could they? I mean, it's such a great pursuit. How could they complain? I mean, come on, work.
Because it's inappropriate to take my customers and say, "You're playing an NPC, go!"
Yeah. So, if you enjoyed this craziness, please do, and haven't done so already, please do like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. I would very much appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
If you enjoy this craziness, you are our kind of people. Please come back again.
Yes.
So, thanks for running, Joe. I appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Have a good one.
Bye.
Peace out.